Okay, so we're going to start the flame test. So what we're going to do together is we're going to read the first two very short paragraphs, answer the 4 questions that are the pre-lab questions, and then we'll actually get started. And as we get started, I'll help you, those that are starting here at the flame test, I'll help you with the safety instructions and what to do for your procedure. Those of you that are sitting at your desk, while you're waiting to come up to the flame test, there's an article on Google Classroom that you're going to read and answer some questions. You ready? Okay. So, who can read this first small paragraph starting with different? Go ahead, Mike.
Different atoms have different physical and chemical properties. One physical property is the color that is given off when energy is added. The color of this light is closely related to the amount of energy released.
Good. So we've already talked about physical and chemical properties and the differences between them. When we set something like a metal salt solution, put it into fire, and it changes color, remember, changing color is a physical property. Excellent. Who wants to start with you, Will? Go ahead.
You will test various metal salt solutions in a hot flame to learn the expected color given off by each excited atom. The identification of elements was made easier after scientists found that each element showed a characteristic color spectrum when it glowed.
Excellent. So this is that physical property of the metal salt solution. When it changes colors, that's giving off a specific physical property of that metal salt solution. Fantastic. So let's look down at the pre-lab questions. There's 4 of them. The first one is, why do elements give off a specific color? The second one, is this a physical or chemical change? Number 3 is, what is the source of energy that we're using? So if we're looking at the flame test, think about what could be that source of energy. And the last one is always important, what safety precautions need to be remembered when working with chemicals in an open flame? So I want you to work in your groups, and I want you to answer those 4 questions. Okay, so take a couple minutes, talk about it in your groups, and then put down an answer for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay.
Fire.
Give some background. We'll go back and think about why are the different elements, why are they giving off a specific color? What is the color showing of the specific elements? Chemical. So here's some examples of what we're going to be doing in the flame. Does it have a specific color yet? No, it's going to be in the flame, but it's not going to be into the stirring pan. Well, let's think about it. We talked about physical and chemical properties. Changing color is which one? It is. It's a metal salt solution.
Salt is chemical.
That is correct. But they change. Exactly. So when it's physical properties, it's changing color.
Okay.
Okay.
What is the source?
I think it's both.
Isn't the first one is that is given off with energy?
Yes. So yeah, when you're looking at that energy, the amounts of energy that are given off is what changes the color.
Can we say both for instead of physical or chemical change?
Okay, so think about it. Just a change in color is which one?
Physical.
Yes. We need about 1 more minute.
That causes energy.
What
What is
safety
the light?
precaution? You have to wear goggles.
This light is tie your hair back related to the amount of energy.
So what it's not light, it's when I
To react to
The source of energy.
that reacts to what?
You have to wear goggles.
Okay. over these 4 before we get started. So you had a chance to talk with your group, so I'm going to choose randomly. Giancarlo, number 1. Why do different elements react differently when they're put in the flame?
Because of the amount of energy that is added.
Right, so they react differently to the amount of energy. They give off a certain color depending on how much energy, how excited the atoms get. Fantastic. Number 2, is this a physical or chemical change? Nayeli?
Physical change.
Physical, excellent. The third one is, what is the source of energy? Blanca?
The source of energy are the flame.
Right, it's a flame, and in this case we're using just a sternocan, just to give us some heat. Last one, safety precautions. Naya?
Tie your hair back.
Yep. Another one? Yep, keep going.
No force playing, proper
Yep.
clothing.
Good? Anything else?
Have the appropriate attire, appropriate
Like
apron,
and?
goggles, and gloves.
goggles. Good. All right. So those of you that are sitting at your desk, you may go ahead and get onto a Chromebook. There's a fireworks article that you're going to be reading about how they're giving off certain colors and answering some questions. Those of you that are here, turn to the second page. Okay, so during this lab, even if you're sitting down, everybody needs their goggles and aprons on at all times. Okay? So if you have glasses on, you can just use your glasses. You don't have to use your goggles on top. Okay? Okay. So there are 4 elements that we're going to be testing today. So when it's your turn, you're going to come up. You're going to get a wooden splint. What you're going to do is just put a little bit of that metal salt solution onto it. You're going to hold it over the flame for about 5 to 10 seconds. You're going to see a different color. And you're going to put it in the waste jar and go around the same way to sit down. Okay? Are there any questions? You know where the safety equipment is in case we need? So goggles on. Good. Giselle, you want to go first? So before you go, just a little bit. Stop where I'm at. Right over. Closer. Can you see a little bit of a color? It's pinkish. Pinkish, yeah. Good. Put it into the baseline. Fantastic. So the first one, this was strontium chloride, was pink. Naya, you're up next. Saparna. Right over the flame. This one is blue. So, Leticia, you ready? You just want to write it here. Okay, let me set this down. Just stand where I'm sitting. Go ahead and write it there. This one is? Yeah, green, turquoise, good. There's an oyster. That's cool. Come on up. So this is unknown number 1. Yep. hands down. Stand where I'm standing. This one is red. Good. Journalist turn. Okay, so when you go back to your seats, you're going to be answering the questions that are on the next page. Okay, so if you turn to the next page, those questions. Good.